Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a master's student at Queen's University. This week we were given the opportunity to explore a topic from our textbook that touched on interpersonal communication ethics. For my topic, I chose to further explore Chapter 7's Ethic of Distance. In this vlog, I'll be briefly covering what distance means through the lens of interpersonal communication. I will also be giving an example of the misuse of this theory through the film The Family Stone. And lastly, I will share a journal article that touches on how respect, communications, and freedom of choice lie at the core of interpersonal ethics. So first off, what is distance? Our text says that is distance in communication ethics is different from our traditional perception of distance of point A to point B. Our text defines distance in communications as interpersonal space that nourishes relationships. Our text states that distance is necessary if we are to honor what we meet, and distance permits us to see details more clearly. And with distance in interpersonal communication, there's a few examples that were given. The textbook gives the example of when you are close to something, you can't really see the details, but when you hold that object or the situation further from your eyes or your emotions, you step away and you can see all of the fine details. In my personal life, I thought of an example of my mom. She tells me all the time that when we were young, she didn't play with us because she was so busy doing housework or getting done what she needed to do for that day and accomplishing things. And now that time has passed, she looks back and wishes that she had played a lot more. Distance has allowed her to see the priorities and the important things in that situation. That now looking back, it wasn't so much if the house is clean or the laundry was folded, it was that she was spending time with her daughters. Our text says that the particular matters so much that one must honor distance, permitting one to see with clarity. Another aspect of distance in communication is overrunning reality. The book explains that we all know that one person who is going at full speed and kind of gets ahead of themselves consistently. So overrunning reality deals with these type of people. They're people who are constantly ahead of themselves, overwhelmed and overwhelming, and they show little to no respect for boundaries and relationship building. These people, as a result, often miss out on learning opportunities, and they cross the lines of communication ethics. They disrespect the other, and they alienate themselves as a result. The film I chose was The Family Stone, which is a holiday movie about a family reunited at Christmas when one brother brings home his new girlfriend, whom he says he loves, but the family is more than skeptical. The girlfriend, which is played by Sarah Jessica Parker, is someone who is opinionated, a little snobby, and aloof. She becomes upset because she feels his family doesn't like her, and she doesn't see why. The scene I chose was from the dinner table, where she exemplifies distance violating behavior. The two links are below, and it's link 1 and link 2. The scene was split up into two. And in this scene, we see Meredith, the girlfriend, explaining her views on one of the relationships in the family. And it goes terribly awry. By rambling like she did, Meredith not only imposed her narrow ideas on those around the table, but by not stopping to listen to the message that Diane Keaton's character is giving her, she ends up being rude, hurtful, alienating herself, and she missed out on the opportunity to learn about a situation or a view different from her own. In this moment, she is doing the opposite of nurturing a relationship because she is demanding the conversation to fit her approval and not taking into consideration the good of the others. She misses the mark and then storms out, putting physical distance between them, but failing in the core interpersonal communications theory of distance. By imposing the theory that she thought was correct, she starts taking away the family's choice in this scene. She cannot fathom that Diane Keaton's character would choose the gay lifestyle for her children, and she violates her choice to express her support for her son. For my article, I delved a bit more into the behavior of ethics and interpersonal behavior, and the article's name was An Interpersonal Ethic Basis for Behavior by Harriet Briscoe Harrell. This article touched on the theme of interpersonal communications and interpersonal ethics through the lens of respect of others' opinions and choices. The author states that respect and freedom of choice are paramount in interpersonal ethics and in communication, and respect is conveyed through recognition of differing opinions and another's freedom of choice. This ties back into how we saw Meredith violate everyone else's freedom of choice at that table, and how she did not conduct herself in any manner of respect. In conclusion, distance enables relationships to grow under their own terms, and it also allows for the good to manifest itself in the spaces between. In a society that has taught us to push, 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 this chapter was a great refocus on respect, learning, and relationships. Thanks for watching.